So in some ways you could say he gave up 4 home runs. But he has, on a good team, what is he, a third starter? Number 2 maybe?
No, on a good team he's probably 4.
Well,
on a good team.
On a really good team, with a healthy pitching staff. And then, I guess the only good news for the Tigers is that, there's a lot of teams who think they're hanging around, right? I mean, only a few teams, the Orioles, the Giants, the Mariners, are really bottoming out.
Right, the Marlins.
Yeah, well, the Marlins, yeah. So the sellers are not as abundant as they are normally, but as we get closer and closer to the trade deadline, sellers might become more abundant, so they might look to trade earlier. That's been the talk in San Francisco about Bumgarner. You may as well trade him now because more sellers might emerge as the trading deadline gets closer.
The only good news is they're going to end up with either probably the second or worst record in baseball. I don't know if they'll catch Baltimore, but if by projections, the way they're playing, with all the injuries, they might end up catching Baltimore. They only have 6 more wins than the Orioles right now. And the Orioles come to town sometime, so that's going to be a huge series, as you know. And then here's the other thing that's bad. Turnbull, hopefully the injury won't be serious. Like we said, they came back, negative, which is positive. However, you got Mize is hurt. You got Franklin Perez got hurt again. I mean, it sucks.
I just, I do wonder about upper management and about Gardenhire. And I like Ron Gardenhire. And obviously we love talking to him every day on the show. And with the lineup he has to put out there, I mean, he's making these lineups. He really is. We were talking the other day about that sacrifice fly to center field, and he said, well, Jones made a good play, but Goodrum, the relay was, Nico Goodrum should not be an everyday, but he has to play every day in like 1,000 different positions. So the team was already going to be bad. They lose Harrison. They lose Mercer. Candelario's nothing. Cabrera is a shell. So, that's not really on Gardenhire. That being said, we want to teach these guys how to win. We want to teach these guys to play the right way, and they're not even playing the right way.
Right.
But can you really teach 4A players to play the right way at the major league?
And if they finally understand how to play the right way, they're not good enough where they're going to be on the major league roster.
Exactly.
Anyway.
All right, 7 o'clock. It is time for a sports update with Tony coming up in the next hour. We'll have tickets to give away for the aforementioned Tigers. How's that for a sales pitch? But it's for this weekend, which is going to be an awesome weekend. And tomorrow night is really the night where they're going to honor the 84 team. And these tickets are for tomorrow's game. So we'll tell you how you can win those right after Tony's update, right here on 97.1 The Ticket.
WXYT FM and WXYT HD1 Detroit. The radio.com sports station. Sports headlines. All day, every day. This is 97.1 The Ticket.
Nate Lashley, the surprising leader after one round of play at the Rocket Mortgage Classic at the Detroit Golf Club. The 36-year-old Lashley, who only made the field because he was a second alternate, shot a 9-under par 63 in round 1 yesterday to give him the one-shot advantage over both Ryan Arnold and Nick Watney. Make it 7 losses in a row now for the Tigers after they fall to the Texas Rangers 3-1 in yesterday's finale of that 3-game midweek series at Comerica Park. Next up for the Tigers, they'll square off against the Washington Nationals in a weekend series that kicks off tonight. First pitch, 7:10. You'll be able to hear the game right here on The Ticket. One of the most anticipated matches in this year's Women's World Cup of Soccer will take place later today as Team USA faces off against France in the quarterfinals. That contest was overshadowed in recent days by Megan Rapinoe's comments about not visiting the White House if the U.S. won the World Cup. Comments she believes won't serve as a distraction for her teammates.
No, I'm not worried about destabilizing the dressing room. I think we have an incredibly strong dressing room. We're very open with each other. Obviously, everyone knows who I am. But it's, I'm not, I didn't make the comments out of press conference here. They were made months ago and just kind of resurfacing. So I think if anything, it just fires everybody up a little bit more.
Kickoff this afternoon from Paris is at 3. One item of note from the NBA this morning, Carol Lawson has reportedly accepted a job to serve as an assistant coach for the Boston Celtics next season. Lawson was a standout player at the University of Tennessee and in the WNBA before she joined ESPN as a basketball analyst a decade ago. From the Ticket Update Desk, I'm Tony Ortiz. For more, go to 971theticket.com.
Jamie, first I would poop my pants.
And Stoney.
Guess what, bitch?
On 97.1 The Ticket.
Wonderful day. Happy Friday, everybody. What we're going to say there, Stoney?
We shouldn't be yelling that one at
Stoney wants a fan to yell out something from the show on the Rocket Mortgage Classic at some point in time.
I'm being hypocritical because I can't stand when people do it. Because
Really?
it's enough already. Because they don't come up with anything original. It's either it's in the hole on a drive, which of course can't happen on a par 4 or par 5.
What about You Demand?
Or that's old too. Or the whole the Howard Stern deal with Baba Booey or hit him in the hind. That's
Hit him with the hind.
that too.
No one says hit him in the hind.
Okay.
With the hind.
Whatever.
I'm just, Tim, I want to make sure you get it
I
right.
know, but the point is to come up with something new and creative. And since it's going to be in our town this weekend, let's have our show be represented.
Okay.
That's all.
I like it. I like the idea.
Instead of Baba Booey, it's
Sasa Stoney?
no,
What are those minions?
no.
Just minions. Just that. Minions.
Chaos.
Chaos.
There you go. It's the awesome one.
Oh, come on.
Those sound ridiculous.
Yeah. Heather,
Where's that from?
Was that live or was that a drop? That was a drop.
That was a drop.
Yeah.
SOL.
What was she reacting to there, Greg? That was recent. That was like the last couple days. I think Stoney disagreed with something.
I'm dying of shock.
Oh, yes. That was you dying of shock. At Stoney's suggestion that you could die of shock.
So we should pass this on to the Carson Anderson show too, because they should all staff him like Gator.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. All right. So we're talking about the Tigers and the best case scenario for what looks like I'm not going to say looks like, is a lost year, but just how lost is it? Best case scenario for the Tigers, number 1 overall pick next year, supposed to be a strong class. You'll get Kumar Rocker, right? Or you'll get Jordan Van Eyck.
You won't get Kumar Rocker.
Right, he can't come out in the draft. A positive for the Tigers, another number 1 pick. Best case scenario is Cabrera deciding to retire. Ooh. Yeah, Miggy the other night rolled over an easy double play ball, and it jogged to first and the jog back to the dugout was very unimpressive. Very unimpressive. Look at McCann in Chicago. This team is a toxic environment.
James McCann is hitting .328, 8 homers, 25 RBIs with an OPS of .907.
Yeah.
McCann.
Gotta settle down on that, though.
I
We've
know.
seen this happen so many times in sports, and the history suggests there's no way that sustains itself.
No,
I mean, Alex Avila had a 20 home run season for the Tigers. It was an all-star.
baseball more than any other sport, water finds its level.
Yes, it does.
But James McCann was a solid player.
Yes, I'm not poo-pooing.
No,
I didn't understand why they just let him go. I would have made him a qualifying offer, I mean,
Yeah.
I don't see as Grayson Griner, who apparently doesn't have a locker in the clubhouse anymore, as some massive upgrade over James McCann.
Can you say finances?
Okay, but I don't think James McCann was going to break the bank, do you?
Probably. No, he's not going to break the bank, but he's still making $2.5 million a year, which is nothing in baseball.
I was going to
More or
say,
less.
if
Okay, but Grayson Garner's probably making $500,000, whatever the minimum is.
okay. Best case scenario, 41 and 121, number 1 for the draft. Unload Green and Boyd and the rest of the team for a good minor league team.
I do think the one, because I wonder about Matthew Boyd's trade value right now. I don't think it's very much.
No, so
I
might as well
think-
keep him.
Yeah, hang on to him. Shane Green could get you something pretty good, especially like if you want to root for something. This is evil. Root for an injury to a closer on a contender.
Well, you had one the other day with the
Yes.
Cardinals.
Because look what Justin Wilson got you.
Yeah.
I know it was also Alex Avila, but he didn't matter much in that deal.
Root for an injury to a closer. I like that.
It got you, a B-tier prospect with a lot of, potential in Candelario. Did it work out? No. But if you can at least acquire
Yes.
a position player like that again, maybe you win. You get it this time. You get the right guy.
And Green has, I think, one more year of control, too.
He could have some serious value.
All right, so we have tickets to give away to tomorrow's Tiger game, June 29th. It is the big celebration honoring the 35th anniversary of the 84 World Champions, presented by Cooper Tires, Jack Morris, Alan Trammell, Kirk Gibson, Chet Lemon, and many more. Dan Petrie, the first 10,000 fans, receive a Sparky Anderson bobblehead. For tickets, go to tigers.com. All right, we're going to play a drop. When you hear Jim Harbaugh get hit with a wiffle ball, be the 7th caller at 248-539-9797. When you hear Jim Harbaugh get hit with a wiffle ball, 248-539-9797. First caller, or 7th caller, after we hear Jim Harbaugh get hit with a wiffle ball, gets the ticket to see the Tigers take on the Nats tomorrow, and part of the 35th anniversary celebration.
Jamie, you mentioned Sparky Anderson. Last night, we had the pleasure of being the guest bartender at the annual, actually, this was the first of the Killers charity deal that they moved it to Royal Oak.
Killer Cares.
Killer Cares, and they usually have one around Christmas time. This year they decided to have another one this time of the year, which was great. It was at 5th Avenue in Royal Oak. We had a great time, but I bid on a Sparky Anderson signed baseball, and I got outbid, so.
Oh. How much did it go for?
I don't know. I stopped at like 150, and somebody came up to me and says, "You can bid all you want, but that's going to be mine." So I bid it up once, and then he bid it. It's fine.
It's yours.
I can make it into a bidding match. Bidding more over an autograph baseball.
But you could have made a lot more money for the charity.
I tried.
If he said,
right.
Well, you should have kept bidding.
Yeah, whatever.
You should have written down $10,000 to see what he says.
Exactly. But it was a lot of fun, and some of the notables who showed up, including Dylan Larkin, Mickey Redmond, Bogey, Will Birchfield, Wojo, and I'll give them credit because they've been getting their ass kicked, but right around 10 o'clock, Nico Goodrum, Jacoby Jones, and Shane Green showed up. Craig Monroe was with them as well, and they were back there at Tenon Bar. It was a great night. It really was. And hopefully we'll find out exactly how much money they raised.
What'd you have for dinner?
Dinner, I had a flatbread pizza. Yes. Why? Why'd you ask? Oh, you want to know if I can play the salad drop?
No, the salad. All right, so I'm going to let you in. So last night, you text the guy that put it together, Matt Riley.
Yeah.
He's in chaos mode trying to organize this thing.
Riley comes
hey,
up.
am I going to be able to get food?
No, you text him and said, "Is there a table where me and Cindy can sit before my shift?"
Yeah.
Riley was like running around trying to run everything, and it was funny. We were laughing about it.
Oh, you want to hear something really funny? I told you this. Oh, maybe it's not so funny. Last night, I did something for the first time in a long time where I was really drunk, and my ride drove me home. My friend Kenny, who's also an Uber driver, he's driving me home, and we're driving down Northwestern, and I said, "PD, McDonald's is looking pretty good. It's at 11 o'clock. I hadn't had drunk fast food in a long time."
How'd it taste?
That tasted really good.
How'd it taste this morning?
It tasted okay.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, see, those are the things you regret the next morning.
Well,
that night.
I made sure I was smart enough to take three Advils before I went to bed.
Good
So I
for
didn't
you.
wake up.
So you were drunk or buzzing?
I was buzzing pretty good. Oh, I had, let's see, people were, pouring shots. So I had bourbon, tequila, beer, couple vodka tonics. Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, you weren't buzzing.
What about Cindy?
She did drink.
All right.
We tried to get her to drink some, Pete Mitchell and his brothers tried to get her to drink some Moscato with her, and she was driving, so she said no.
She declined.
Now,
She declined.
you also said you know your Uber driver. Do you pay him then?
No, I paid for his drinks. That was part of the deal. He's a good friend.
Wait, drinks? He's an Uber driver.
I know, but he had one. It was a while ago. He had
He's getting a low rating from me.
he had two drinks like 3 hours before we
So
left.
Stoney was responsible and irresponsible at the same time. I'm going to be smart and take an Uber. Uber driver, what do you have?
That's
A
awesome.
couple beers, that's all.
That's
I
why
had.
you ask Stoney questions, because you always get the nuggets.
Yeah.
I did have nuggets with. I did have McNuggets with the cheeseburger last night.
So,
Good call.
LeBron James made a couple of revelations in the last 24 hours. Number one, he will give up the iconic number 23 for Anthony Davis. So when AD gets to the Lakers, he will wear number 23. And I guess we're all assuming LeBron will go back to wearing number 6, right? Which is what he wore with the Heat.
Yes.
I don't know why he's doing this, but
It's a thank you note.
I know, but he's LeBron. I don't think MJ would give up 23 if back in the day the Bulls acquired Mark Aguirre.
No, but if Mark Aguirre had to, or not Mark Aguirre, but if somebody had to sacrifice $4 million to make it work, he might have.
I guess.
Because that's basically what Anthony Davis is doing.
He also announced, and I didn't realize this was gone. He announced that he's bringing back the chalk clap. Is that what we call it? The LeBron James, where he puts the powder in his hand, or the talcum, or the chalk, or whatever, and he does the big thing where he throws his hands up over his head, and chalk goes everywhere, or powder goes everywhere, and it's kind of been his thing ever since he started in the league. I didn't know it went away, but apparently it did go away, and he's bringing it back, baby. So, What is the most iconic non-athletic move ever by an athlete, college or pro? Think about that, along with your chicken nuggets and your drunk Uber driver. 248-539-9797. What? We bought him drinks. 248-539-9797. Jamie and Stoney on 97.1 The Ticket. Hey, I want to tell you guys an urgent message. This is urgent. I just received from Ryan LaFontaine of the LaFontaine Automotive Group and, of course, FamilyDeal.com. He wants you to know that this limited time opportunity to save huge money on a used car right now at FamilyDeal.com. Due to the amount of spring lease returns and trade-ins, LaFontaine is overstocked with used car inventory, which can only mean one thing: mind-blowing family deals for everyone. If you're looking for a pre-owned car from now until the end of the month, LaFontaine will be drastically cutting prices on all pre-owned inventory across the entire group. Get rates as low as 2.9% for qualified buyers and financing terms for up to 84 months with approved credit. So don't wait. Go to FamilyDeal.com right now because the volume, the pricing, and the rates will not last long. Afraid you're not going to get approved for a loan? Let the Family Deal financing team work through all the barriers and get you approved today at a payment you can afford. All loan applications accepted regardless of your credit score. So again, let's recap real quick. Ryan LaFontaine, FamilyDeal.com, wants you to know there are huge used car sale going on. Amazing rates. Get approved today. Don't wait. Start the process at FamilyDeal.com.
97.1 The Ticket. Traffic.
This report brought to you by Flame Heating, Cooling, Plumbing, and Electrical. We have some good news on this sunny Friday morning. Finally cleared out this wreck along southbound 75 after Kniff involving a police vehicle there. May still see some residual backups, but we are still watching a crash on US 23 southbound, south of M59. A semi in the median there. You are backed up to Clyde Road. Can your AC unit take the heat? Get the green light before temperatures rise. Schedule your air conditioning unit inspection today for just $99 from Flame Heating, Cooling, Plumbing, and Electrical. Call the experts at Flame First or visit flamefurnace.com. This is Catherine Leslie with traffic.
The only way you can take 97.1 The Ticket with you is the radio.com app. Download it today and listen to us anytime, anywhere.
North Bloomfield Properties is the area's most recommended full-service property management team. They're experts in advertising, cleaning, maintaining, and repairing your rental property. Enjoy your weekends again. Visit NorthBloomfield.com.
Have you experienced basement leaks? Water is more than annoying. It can cause damage to your home and foundation. It starts at your roofline and can collect around your home, causing a mess in your basement or crawl space. Call Foundation Systems of Michigan. We are experts in managing water around your home. From gutters to waterproofing solutions, we have a full line of products to put an end to your water problems for good.
Visit LaFontaine Buick GMC AnnArbor.com today and discover the new 2019 Buick SUV lineup. With so many options, whatever it is you need in your next SUV, LaFontaine has you covered. Like the 2019 Buick Encore, compact yet surprisingly spacious, and leasing now for only $99 a month. In Ann Arbor and Highland, or shop LaFontaine Buick GMC AnnArbor.com today. Lease for $99 a month for 24 months or $10,000 a year. $29.95 plus tax title deductible assignment of security deposit required. AG include pricing and GM selected. Offer in 719 CV for complete details.
No way. Wait, what? Whoa.
Is that all, ma'am?
What? Oh, yes, that's all. You sure your register is working all right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, just checking.
It's not a mistake. It's the IKEA summer sale. And IKEA family members save 20% off all duvet covers from June 26th to July 7th. Visit your local IKEA store today. IKEA, make the dream yours.
Wow your guest and your graduation party this summer with catering from Lazy Bones Smokehouse. Lazy Bones has been serving Metro Detroit's best barbecue for 15 years. Pulled pork, brisket, burnt ends, spare ribs, and more. Whether it's picking up party pants or full-service catering is needed, Lazy Bones is the hassle-free choice to impress your guests. Check out all their catering options at LazyBonesSmokehouse.net. That's LazyBonesSmokehouse.net.
closet and never finding what you want to wear? We can help. Stitch Fix is a personal styling service that matches you with your own stylist. Someone who listens to what you love and delivers the best clothes for you right to your door. With Stitch Fix, you'll get to discover new styles, new brands, and new looks to fit your unique shape and your budget. Discover the stylists and styles that work for you at StitchFix.com. Personal styling for women, men, and kids. StitchFix.com. Personal styling for everybody.
You can win up to $500,000 with Michigan Lottery's $500,000 money match $5 instant game when you visit 97-1 the ticket at Comerica Park's Gate A before the Tigers take on the Washington Nationals through Sunday. There's fun in every one. Get tickets for any Tigers home game at Tigers.com. Got something to add? Text 97-1 the ticket now at 97136. Ticket text brought to you by LaFontaine Subaru, home of the family deal. Find over 5,000 new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs daily at FamilyDeal.com.
The Detroit Tigers host the Washington Nationals. Pre-game tonight at 6:45 on 97.1 The Ticket.
3-2 on Gallo. He'll make you throw him a strike. Not chasing as much this year. The 3-2. Swinging a fly ball left field deep in trouble. Way back in left and gone. Wow. Joey Gallo just went opposite field and carried the visiting bullpen. His 19th of the year and second of the day make it 2-0 Texas.
So if he'd hit that home run back in 2001, instead of carrying the visiting bullpen, it would have simply been just a home run.
Yeah.
But in the current Comerica Park, that is viewed as a shot. Joey Gallo, one of the great power hitters in the American League, certainly a candidate for the home run derby. He was 2 for 3 with 2 home runs yesterday. Tigers lose to the Rangers by a final score of 3-1. So LeBron announces he's bringing back the chalk toss. Now, I'm going to try to give you some ideas because Stoney's struggling with this morning.
I'm flummoxed.
A lot of bourbon last night and a late night visit to Mickey D's. Okay, so think of, like, for example,
I was thinking like a goalie. There's like Ron Hextall used to, before the game started, would just.
Yeah. What about Patrick Waugh with the weird chicken thing he used to do?
Yeah.
Mark Gastineau, the sack dance.
Oh, okay. I was thinking pregame. Oh, okay.
Oh, no. Anything that doesn't have to do with actually the thing.
Fernando Rodney
shooting the arrow afterwards.
Ray Lewis.
Ray Lewis's dance.
When he came out to start the playoffs in his final season, and he did that, and just it almost like set the tone that something special was going to happen. I loved it. I know he trouble pass, and I loved Ray Lewis. I miss Ray Lewis playing football.
I miss OJ playing football. Well, I'm just saying, you're talking about guys. I don't miss Ray Caruth playing football. Well, first of all, remember T.O. did a great rendition of the Ray Lewis dance, and then Matthew Stafford after Monday Night Football against the New Orleans Saints. Remember, he did a Ray Lewis dance for Ray Lewis.
It was awesome.
And it was really effective. According to Paul Sayers, the best thing Stafford's ever done on a football field.
Now, you had one in your prep that I'll just steal the thunder. The Aaron Rodgers championship belt.
Boom.
Awesome.
I love it. I think it's cocky. I mean, he did it before the whole discount double check, and then at Greg Gain, then I think people started to get annoyed with it. But before he did the discount double check, and he would just cross. I remember in the NFC Championship game when he ran a ball into the end zone against the Bears in Chicago, and he just went boom.
Yeah.
Right?
It's outstanding.
It's the People's Championship belt, and then State Farm took it and
I know.
made it into the discount double check.
Right. I mean, Rodgers originated it. I just thought it was really, really cool. There was again, I'm going back. You can play the shaft on me. There was an outfielder for the San Francisco Giants named Jeffrey Leonard, who did a thing called one flap down.
Oh, yeah.
So, and the St. Louis Cardinals, they played them in the playoffs in 1987. The Cardinals friggin' hated it. And all he did was he would just put one hand by his side, like it was almost like a dead hand. We'd run around the bases. So one of his arms was going like this, and the other arm was just down. It was like, what? This made no sense, but he called it one flap down. And I think he homered in 4 straight playoff games that year. And along those lines, Reggie Jackson's gallop around third base.
That was pretty cool.
I liked that. I got to say, I like that. He'd go around, he'd get to third base, he would do that weird double step, triple step, whatever, or stutter step to go around third.
I remember locally, like the 04 Pistons, before the game started, Rip Hamilton would do a little boxing.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he'd go down to the thing. Yeah.
Well, what about the Cowboys, my beloved back in the day before, they fired Landry? Butch Johnson.
With the shotgun guns.
Oh, yeah.
That was awesome.
248-539-9797. Ticket text 97136. I don't like Michigan football at all, but Desmond's Heisman pose after the punt return. That was awesome. That was truly awesome. And, you know, guys have done it since. And then Desmond was mocked for it by, who was that punk? Was it Mario Bailey or in the Rose Bowl?
Yeah.
I remember they went out and they got bombed by Washington in the Rose Bowl and they mocked Desmond. Still, though, to do that against Ohio State, to have the game he had, the season he had, and to do the pose was fantastic.
That was like of all the teams of my past, like that I rooted for, like the greatest very good team, but couldn't hold their own against the best teams. Yeah, because they just got clocked by Florida State that year too.
Let's go to Isaac in Royal Oak on 97.1 The Ticket. Worlds of Isaac. What's up, man?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Back in the day, even as a kid, and golf is kind of boring now as an adult, but I always used to love Gigi Rodriguez's celebration after he made a putter. He did the whole sword fighting routine and kind of threw it back into the holder. I thought it was great. They should do something like that nowadays.
It was awesome, and he used to sometimes he would put his hat over the hole. I mean, he was the greatest.
Yeah, he was an entertainer. He had some style, and he was a great golfer too.
Yeah. I mean, the only one I can think of now is Tiger's fist pump, which I don't see him do anymore.
Well,
the underhanded one.
The best one was the U.S. Open when he tied Rocco to go to the playoff.
Yeah.
Yeah, he went down to his knees and did both.
Right, but he didn't do the thing that he used to do like the U.S. Amateur, where he first would come in Tiger Woods, where he'd do the sweeping thing and do the underhanded fist pump. That was like the quintessential Tiger move.
Right. So the caller had Chi-Chi's sword fight. When Tony Scheffler did that opening week against Tampa, the first when they made the playoffs that year with the 5-0 start, that was awesome. Remember that?
Yes.
He acted like he had a sword because he was in Tampa, obviously. And he went all the way to the back of the end zone, just waving his hand.
He would do something. He would try to do something, for each town that they played in. If he would score a touchdown, or the Lions would do something. Here's a great one. It's kind of underrated, actually, but the Adrian Dantley ball roll in his arms before shooting a free throw. Shoot the free throw.
248-539-9797. Ticket text 97136. Iconic move, Sammy Sosa's hop skip out of the batter's box when he knew he had a home run. Brian in Royal Oak. Ozzie Smith backflip. Even though Tram's a better shortstop, Sean in Livonia. Yeah, you got to admit that was.
Yeah.
I don't know. I hate Ozzie Smith, but that was a pretty great move.
Wait, why do you hate him?
Oh, there were some. They had some battles back in the day when he was shortstop for the Cardinals and the Giants. There was one brawl at second base where he cheap shotted the hell out of Will Clark.
But you had to love him when he hit the home run off of Niedenfuhr, though, right?
Oh, yeah. When he knocked out the Dodgers. Yes. Go crazy. Jordan's tongue. Yeah, I was thinking about Jordan's tongue, if that really counts. I don't know if I think that was just kind of a thing he did.
Right.
I don't think it was ever on purpose.
Correct.
Right? I mean, it just kind of...
An involuntary move.
An involuntary move, exactly.
How about this one? This is easy. The most iconic non-athletic move was when Denard Robinson drove his car into a pond.
What?
He was remember the Jacksonville Jaguars at the time.
David Ortiz spitting on his batting gloves and clapping his hands before he steps in the batter's box every time. That's from Ryan and Macomb. I think Tiger fans used to probably like that before 2013.
Yeah.
Like in 2004 when the Red Sox were coming back against the Yankees, every time he came to the plate, you kind of thought, okay, he's going to do something big here. And he would do that. And you're like, okay, he's definitely going to do something big here.
All right, now, Gov, you might remember this because this was your team. I don't remember this. Metalhead Steve from Troy says the most iconic non-athletic sports ritual, Tiger's Barbaro Garbet staring at his bat before stepping into the batter's box at every at-bat.
I kind of remember that. I was pretty young, but I remember him doing something.
The Tim Tebow kneel and pray. Yeah. The Des Bryant throwing up the X. Did he do that? Yeah. God, I know he signed what? He signed with Cleveland and then, or who did he sign?
Saints.
The Saints, that's right, and he hurt himself.
Yeah.
That's your July 15th topic, should the Lions.
Shine Des Bryant. Like he just disappeared. JT in Southfield, 97.1 The Ticket. What's up, JT?
What's up, guys? How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good. I got a couple of them, but before that, a lot of people don't know this, but I heard him say it in an interview. Everybody was talking about the Drake thing, during the finals. Jay-Z was saying, when he was part owner of the Nets, that after the Pistons beat them in the playoffs, that Rip Hamilton took his mask off and tossed it at him.
Jay-Z?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
The one that I really like like, well, there's a couple of them. Old Tiger fans might remember this. A guy named Richie Hebner. Every time he used to swing and miss, spin the bat around, and he used to swing and miss a lot. So he would do that. And then in the National League, if you remember Colorado Rocky Dante Bichette, when he would hit a home run, he would look like he was electrocuted or something.
I don't remember that.
I don't either.
Oh, maybe his son will do it. Bo Bichette.
Oh, yeah.
Boba Fett?
Bo Bichette.
Oh, okay,
wait,
gotcha.
that's not a real name. Boba Fett? I mean, this is a marketing thing waiting to happen.
I've never heard it pronounced quite like Stoney just did.
Bo Bichette.
Yeah, Bo Bichette, but he said it, Bo Bichette.
Yeah.
And I was like, wait, what?
Yeah, B.O.
Yeah, it's Bo Bichette. Yeah.
Is he in the majors?
Yeah.
Is he in the majors?
I think so.
No, I mean, I know he's been a prospect for the
Well,
last
they
couple of
have
years.
Guerrero's kid. They got Biggio's kid and Dante Bichette's kid, Bo.
Is it Bo Biggio?
What'd you say?
Is it Bo Biggio?
No.
He does not currently have a baseball reference page.
Oh, okay.
This is, I know more than Skip Bayless waiting to happen.
Bo Bichette. Star Wars character or Major League Baseball player. Bo Bichette. Gary on a cell phone, 97.1 The Ticket. Hello, Gary.
Hey, what's up, fellas? First of all, I gotta tell you something real quick. I'm calling from Florida. I just moved here. I love you guys, man. I'm listening to you on Alexa right now.
Thank you.
Huge fan of both of you.
Thank you, Gary. Where in Florida are you, Gary?
Cape Coral. Transfer. Just outside Fort Myers.
Good for you.
Here a couple months ago, but yeah, I met you going a few times at the Pistons game, and just a big fan. I've been listening to you guys for over 20 years, man.
That's awesome. Thank you.
But my two, real quick, was Nomar Garciaparra with the batting gloves.
Oh, yeah. That got to be, like, maniacal. You know, he's like OCD. Yeah.
It was, and then Tiger Williams, not that he scored a lot, but when he scored a goal, he rode his hockey stick.
That was great.
Yeah.
How about when he was scoring overtime? They did the pump fist, and then he would go on the knees, and then he would ride the stick. It was great.
Yeah.
Wow. Sounds like quite a night.
So when I lived in Grand Blanc as a kid, and I would go to a lot of Flint General hockey games, and they were in the IHL then. It doesn't exist anymore. And it was a pretty good league. Like, Belfort played in that league. But there was this guy named Mel Hewitt, and he would do the same thing that Tiger Williams did.
Yeah.
And one time, this was like seriously slap shot level hockey. A guy on the other team tripped him.
Oh, really?
And it just started the biggest brawl.
Right.
Wow.
All right, it is 7:30 on 97.1 The Ticket. At 8 o'clock, we'll be joined in studio by Alan Trammell. Coming up next, Heather Park has news. 97.1 The Ticket.
At Huntington, we're for people. The underdogs. The pioneers. We're for the players. The slow and steadies. For who they are and who they could become. We're for people. All people. Huntington, welcome.
This is Fabs Out was on M59 Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram and DealsAtAD.com. The deals are always great at Zot, but this time they're on a whole new level. We've got to get the word out via phone, email, text, social, even smoke signals. Smoke signals? Really, Jeff? How about the radio?
Oh, that's a great idea. During the summer Jeep event, you can lease a new Jeep Compass Limited for $169 a month, a Cherokee Limited for $199, or a Grand Cherokee for $269 a month.
Hey, Jeff, what about Ram trucks?
Lease the all-new Ram Crew Cab Bighorn for just $149 a month. That's right, a loaded-up Ram 4x4 truck for $149 a month.
What about Wranglers?
We are the largest volume Wrangler dealer in the Midwest. Plus, we have a massive selection. And the all-new Jeep Gladiators on the ground.
Crazy low payments? Huge inventory? That is a whole new level. DealsAtAD.com. Get there! See dealers for details.
Hello, it's Flo. And you know what word I don't get? Shampoo. The first half of the word is sham, and the second part you definitely don't want to see in the shower. That's why I made up a neat word. Flotection. The feeling of security you get when your new house is protected by home insurance through me and Progressive. I mean, seriously, shampoo? What part of that makes you want to rub it all over your hair?
Save an average of 17% on car insurance when you bundle home and auto through Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Discount not available in all states or situations.
The Radio.com app is the best way to hear your favorite radio stations from across the country. The best music, breaking news, podcasts, they all live here. But did you know we have a Radio.com newsletter? Sign up today and get updates on new stations, exclusive content, new app features, product launches, national contests, local shows, and more from Radio.com. Go to Radio.com/newsletter Cement Carpet easy with more styles and colors to choose from. Right now, it's free installation on any purchase of $5.99 or more, all by licensed local pros, back for life. Today is the day for do it and save it with free carpet installation only at the Home Depot. Or save it or do it for a limited time. $5.99 minimum purchase required, typically $6.99. For license information, visit homedepot.com/license numbers. Valid through August 28, 2019.
This 4th of July, eat like you got the whole summer off with Kingsford. Just fire up that charcoal grill, some lip smacking, falling off the bone, died and gone to heaven. So good you could ugly cry lips, or hot dogs, or heck, grill a whole hog. It ain't summer if you ain't eating good. So what are you waiting for? Kingsford, start something. Grab a bag and get your news home.
This hour of instant feedback brought to you by Mike Tempura of National Benefit Plans. For affordable life insurance, call 877-734-2200.
Now available for download. Always Aggravated. A Mike Valenti signature podcast. Get it on radio.com and Apple iTunes.
7:34 on 97 More Than Ticket on a Friday. We'll be joined by Alan Tranley in studio coming up at 8 o'clock. We're very excited about that. If you have time to call in, you can even ask Tram a question yourself if you'd like to. But right now it's time for news with Heather Park. Good morning, Heather.
Good morning. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday to you.
Oh, you know what it is today? It's Johnny Nooner today.
It is. It is the
Yeah. Yes. Nuts.
Was it good? Was it fun? It looks like it's a lot of fun. I don't know how old you are.
I was in college. Yes. Once was enough. I will not be going back. Anyway, if you're out there, have fun.
Enjoy it.
Yeah, enjoy
Happy
it.
Johnny Nooner, everybody.
Yes. All right, so you guys, 12 people have been charged with disorderly conduct after getting into that big fight at that youth baseball game in Colorado. Remember that? How could you forget? The video was insane.
We remember.
Cops had initially cited just 5 people, but then they did a little bit more digging, some more investigating, and they reviewed some of that brawl footage, and they came up with 7 other people and gave them all tickets.
Wow.
Yep. The oldest was a 55-year-old man, and the youngest was a 16-year-old.
Fantastic.
Yep. Pretty sweet.
And obviously the question then becomes, what does the league do? Because, I mean, the police can only do so much. The police can't get in the business of banning parents from these games. And, these people should be banned, I would say, for life from any of these sports. But then again, what do you do with your kids?
It sounds like the league released a statement. Not only did they say they were ashamed and embarrassed, but they did say that any of the parents or people identified in this fight are being removed indefinitely. So it sounds like they're not allowed to come back. How do you stop that? I don't know if they show up,
Exactly. Because, I mean, these games are played at, like, schools and ball fields. It's not like there's, like, security.
Exactly.
They're not taking tickets.
No. All right, so Kevin Spacey's alleged sexual assault victim has filed a civil lawsuit claiming that he has been left with severe and permanent injuries, mental distress, and emotional distress.
Is this the actor, the guy from Rent, or when you say, because no, this is not. Okay, you're shaking your head in there, Greg. The first charge against Kevin Spacey came in an interview that was done by an actor who appeared in the original Rent.
No, this is not that person. This is the guy who said that he was groped by Spacey in a bar in Nantucket.
Okay.
He was 18 years old at the time.
Right.
There once was a guy from Nantucket.
There was.
Just leave it at that.
Okay.
Because those who know what it means, they don't need to hear anything else.
All right.
Paul Rudd has joined the cast of the new Ghostbusters movie.
Oh, thank goodness.
I know, right? He confirmed.
If there's something this world sees, it's another Ghostbusters movie.
Yes. He confirmed the role in a video on the Ghostbusters official Twitter account.
When I heard that Jason Reitman was going to be doing a new version in the fall, and my agents called him and said, "Hey, Jason, we hear there's a part of a young, semi-young, strapping man that needs to be cast. Who are you going to call?" When I heard they were going to call me, well,
drug.
Keep right onto Woodward Avenue, then turn left onto West 8 Mile Road. In a quarter mile, turn left onto West 8 Mile Road. Turn left onto West 8 Mile Road.
It's enjoyable for sure.
You know where Paul Rudd was born and raised? Nantucket. No, Kansas City. Anyway, back to you.
All right, so a couple who was at the Rocket Mortgage Classic this week was in for a shock when Dustin Johnson actually surprised them with a gender reveal. So this couple didn't know this was about to happen. They were over in the autograph zone to meet, any players they could. Dustin Johnson walks over, takes a photo with them, and then reveals the gender of their child.
Am I doing a picture of my wife and I right here? Right there. Not at all. So who are y'all having a baby? Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I heard about this. You want to know if it's a boy or girl?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's a girl. You serious?
Really?
Congratulations. Thank you.
How do you know? How did you find that out?
I've got people that find that out.
I definitely heard Rieger that time. I definitely did. Twice I heard him.
Okay, by the way, I've done a lot of research into this, and by research, I've actually thought about it more.
Yes.
And it's staged. The whole thing's staged, because the only person who could authorize Dustin Johnson to know the gender of the baby is the mother. Because it's a patient. She's the patient.
Yes.
And the patient doctor. It's not like her mother couldn't go and go, all right, doc, tell me what the gender is so I can tell Dustin Johnson so he can tell my daughter.
The mother or the couple gets the gender on an envelope, written in a piece of paper. They put it in an envelope, the doctor does. She could have handed that envelope over to her mother, her mother-in-law, her girlfriend. That envelope can go anywhere.
Or maybe she didn't want to know.
And she did. The whole thing was staged. You hear her go, yeah, do you want to know? Yeah, girl, it's a girl? Okay, yeah. Wait, what? Oh, staged.
You think she already knew it was a girl before?
Yep.
I really don't.
Do you really think he had a pink ball?
He pulled out a pink ball.
Do you think it was the other way around? He would have had blue ball?
Probably. For sure. He would have had to.
All right, go ahead and do the ice cream story, Heather. I got a bunch of one-liners for that one.
Dustin Johnson, by the way, is not from Nantucket.
Okay, gotcha.
I'm not doing an ice cream story, but I'm going to tell you that I don't have an ice cream story.
The ice cream truck that got on the accident.
Oh.
You sent us the email.
I do. I don't know where it is, though.
That's
I
all right.
whatever. I'll get to it another time.
Don't worry about it.
But I'm going to tell you that social media could actually be good for your mental health. So don't listen to any of those other things you've heard about how bad it is for you, because a new study found that older people who use social media were 1.63 times more likely to be clear of serious psychological conditions like depression or anxiety.
Did you say 1.63%?
No, I said we're 1.63 times more likely.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Not percent. So, yes, this professor out of Michigan State University found that the previous studies relating to social media only looked at young people. So he did a study on older people using social media, and he found that basically social media keeps friendships alive and keeps older people happy and makes them feel more connected, which then reduces depression and anxiety.
Oh, how nice.
I know, right?
The thing that depresses me about the study is that I'm guessing I'm considered to be an older person.
You are.
Yeah. Thanks.
Thanks,
Heather.
I was trying to make that clear that both of you were older people.
You didn't have to say it. I know.
Yeah.
I love being lumped in with Stoney, so thank you.
No
I
problem.
appreciate that.
So according to a new study, people remember things better when they're actually accompanied by a really awful smell. So if you're trying to cram for a test or remember something, you should do it alongside, a garbage can.
Really?
Or something that smells really bad. Yeah. Researchers think that it's because the bad smell triggers the trauma centers in our brain, and when those are activated, we're sharper and our memories are stronger.
Interesting. I never ever studied for a test near a garbage
No,
container?
I always thought that you could remember things better in song form. So
Did you do that?
So if you could make things into a song, you could remember that.
Well, that's how I remember that Albania bordered on the Adriatic.
Do you have a song for it?
Albania. Never mind. What's
That's why Leach leaves such a memorable impression.
Yes.
Oh no!
Yes.
Oh no! All right, ladies, this next study is for you. Being a morning person leaves and lowers your risk of breast cancer.
Oh, Heather, congratulations.
Thank you. But I'm technically not a morning person. I just have to wake up. I mean, for the job, I have to be a morning person.
So in some way, shape, or form, I feel like you should thank me and Stoney and Gov and Jimmy for literally saving your life.
Wow.
Because when we hired you to do this job, we lessened your chance of having breast cancer.
I guess you did. I'll thank you for that.
On behalf
Thank
of
you.
everybody here at 97.1 The Ticket, I just want to say you're welcome.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. So new research suggests that sleep traits could be a risk factor for breast cancer. So basically, if you wake up early, your risks are lower. If you sleep in, your risks are higher.
Wow. There you go, Heather. See? So for all you women who are still sleeping, wake up.
Get up! Get out of bed!
Get out of bed, you lazy ass! Yes, please.
Get out of there. All right, finally, cops in Germany pulled over this guy recently. It was a random traffic stop. But once they did, they thought that he was on some form of drugs. Wasn't acting quite right. So they asked him for a urine sample, which seems strange, but apparently that's what they do there. So this guy got out of the car. He took the little cup they gave him, and he went into the woods for a minute. But the officers thought, my gosh, he's taking a really, really long time. And when he came back, they said the guy looked pretty ashamed. He handed over the sample, but it wasn't actually urine.
It was saliva. It was what?
Sperm.
Oh. He misunderstood.
Yeah, he misunderstood what kind of sample they wanted. And then he ended up just giving a saliva sample, and he wasn't on drugs at all, and the cops let him go. But
they let him go?
Yeah, they just let him go.
If they tell a guy to give him a urine sample and he comes back with a sperm sample, something's definitely wrong with that guy.
Well, he did let it go.
He definitely let it go.
Yeah.
All right, 7:45 on 97.1 The Ticket. Alan Trammell in studio at 8 o'clock here on your home for Tiger Baseball, 97.1 The Ticket. Speaking of the Tigers, what's better than Tiger tickets? Free Tiger tickets. That's why Chevrolet and 97.1 The Ticket have teamed up to give some of our lucky listeners tickets to an upcoming Detroit Tigers home game. So tune into our show, Jamie and Stoney, for your chance to win. Brought to you by Chevrolet, proud sponsor of the Detroit Tigers.
97.1 The Ticket. Traffic.
This report brought to you by Bishop Airport. We do have a couple of problems with your sunny Friday morning drive. We have an accident 275 northbound at Ford Road, the left shoulder block there. You're a bit slow and go. And in Detroit, reports of a wreck along 94 eastbound before the Lodge. Traffic is slow from Warren. Go from Road Warrior to Walking on Air. More United flights from Flint mean that London, Hong Kong, and Munich are just one stop away on United. Flint Bishop Airport, not the only way to fly, just a better one. This is Catherine Leslie in the WWJ 24-hour traffic center.
The only way you can take 97.1 The Ticket with you is the radio.com app. Download it today and listen to us anytime, anywhere. 97.1 The Ticket. Weekday mornings.
Welcome to CBS This Morning.
Join Tony DeCoco, Anthony Mason, and Gail King.
I'm excited for us.
Couple new faces, but same mission, right?
Yes, very much the same.
We're actually part of a tradition, but we're new.
Every day we get to pick a story that we'd like to share with all of you.
To make your day a little bit better and brighter. The stories you'll be talking about today.
The new CBS This Morning.
This is so big.
Weekday mornings. This CBS Sports Minute is brought to you by Taylor Chevrolet.
I'm Amy Lawrence with the CBS Sports
announcement. It's sponsored by NHTSA. Every year, children die from heat stroke in cars. If you see a child left unattended, call 911 immediately. Bravo, Boston Celtics. Your coaching staff will see a major boost next season. Brad Stevens is adding former WNBA and Olympic champion Kara Lawson. She's been courted by teams in the past, but apparently the chance to work with Stevens was too good to ignore. And she'll fit right in. Tough, smart, skilled, the ability to teach and communicate. She's been coaching in the USA basketball system for a while, and she's not coming in as a total stranger. No, she's been in every arena, talking to coaches and players, watching workouts and practices through the eyes of an analyst. Basketball is basketball. Gender is irrelevant. Awesome to see multiple coaches in the league recognize the value of new voices. I'm Amy Lawrence.
A crying baby is impossible to ignore, but a quiet baby can be easy to forget. Every year, dozens of children lose their lives because otherwise attentive adults forgot they were in the back seat. It only takes a moment for a car to heat up to dangerous levels, even on cooler days. So get in the habit of always looking in the back seat and use reminders to ensure baby is always with you. Where's baby? Look before you lock. Paid for by NHTSA.
At the Home Depot, warmer days means it's time to add Figaro colored mulch to your landscape. Right now, get 5 bags for just $10. Figaro mulch helps soil retain moisture and comes in shades of red, brown, or black. If you're looking for a healthier garden and more curb appeal, you're getting warmer. Today is the day for doing, with red, white, and blue savings on Figaro colored mulch. Only at the Home Depot. More saving, more doing. Limit 60 per customer. Color selection varies by store. While supplies last. Continental U.S. only.
If you're looking for more ways to save, you're gonna love the digital coupon savings event happening now at Kroger. Just go to Kroger.com or the app, download your coupons, and use them up to 5 times in one transaction on select products throughout the store. And download another great coupon to earn 2 extra fuel points for every dollar you spend on produce, floral, meat, seafood, deli, and bakery. Restrictions apply. Fresh food, low prices at Kroger. Get ready for summer celebrations with 3 days of digital deals at Kroger. Just visit the app or Kroger.com now and download coupons you can use up to 5 times in one transaction. Then redeem your coupons Friday through Sunday for hot deals on select snacks, hot dogs, sunscreen, and more. You'll find savings on essentials like Nabisco family-size cookies or crackers. They're great for entertaining and just $1.99 with card and coupon at the 3-day sale. Fresh food, low prices at Kroger.
That sound means only one thing. Dave Matthews Band Live. July 9th, DTE Energy Music Theater. Tickets on sale now at LiveNation.com and Ticketmaster. Don't miss Dave Matthews Band Summer Tour 2019.
Did you know there's more than one Las Vegas? There's the Strip with families on vacation and questionable odds. Then there's downtown Vegas, the original gambling and entertainment mecca. That's where you'll find the D Las Vegas. Book your stay today at thed.com. The D Las Vegas, your home for Detroit sports in Vegas. The Detroit Pistons 3-on-3 tournament is Saturday, July 13th at Little Caesars Arena. Grab your friends and compete against the best from Detroit and the Midwest. If you play hoops competitively or just for fun, registration is open now. Pistons.com/3-on-3. The Detroit Tigers host the Washington Nationals. Pre-game tonight at 6:45 on 97.1 The Ticket.
Kelly leans in, gets the sign. Fedorovich setting up inside. The 0-2 swing and a miss. He got him with a slider down to the order. Close. Texas Rangers come in and sweep the Tigers, and they are rolling. Our final score today: Texas Rangers 3 and the Detroit Tigers 1.
And the scary part is that the Washington Nationals are coming in fresh off a sweep of the Marlins, which is not the most notable thing of all time, but a sweep's a sweep. And the Nationals are very quietly playing some very good baseball.
What did Jim Whelan used to say? It's not who you play, it's when you play them.
Well,
and the Tigers are a good team for teams to play right now, and the Nationals, the Tigers wish they would have played them earlier.
That's exactly right. We got the Nationals tonight. Anibal Sanchez for the Nats going up against Daniel Norris for the Tigers.
So I assume there's going to be a little press scrum with Scherzer before the game?
I would assume so.
Yeah.
Assuming he wants to do it. Kudos to him.
You never know. He passed on an opportunity to talk to us.
We did reach out. We efforted to have Max Scherzer on the show, and he politely declined.
Yes, he did.
So, which is understandable.
Sure.
So let's talk Lions.
Sure, absolutely.
Reggie Wayne. Who's Reggie Wayne working for now?
I don't know.
Reggie Wayne feels that Kenny Galladay is due for a breakout.
I hope he's right.
I hope he's right as well. Kerryon Johnson is entering his second year. Hopefully will stay healthy for 16 games and is, the best hope the Lions have had at running back since, not at best. I don't know who you even list up there as other guys they had great hope in. Yeah, Reggie Bush. So if you had to bet on one of those two guys to have either a breakout season, or I'll put it more specifically, a Pro Bowl, is it Kenny Galladay or is it Kerryon Johnson? Who are you higher on, Stone?
Well, I'm higher on Kerryon having a better year. However, and it's not to slight anybody, the competition at the position in the conference, when you're looking at Pro Bowl, I'm going to say Galladay has a better chance of making the Pro Bowl. Now, the competition at wide receiver is still pretty good with Cooper in Dallas, Thielen and even Diggs in Minnesota, Mike Thomas in New Orleans, and of course Julio Jones, just to name a few. Brandon Cooks as well. Mike Evans, too. All right? However, at running back, McCaffrey, Zeke Elliott, Saquon Barkley, Kamara, and I haven't even got to Todd Gurley if he's healthy yet. So I think the competition is harder at running back, although I think Kerryon will have more of an opportunity under the Darrell Bevell offense than Galladay will. But I'm still going to say Galladay only because of the competition's not quite as strong as it is in running.
Okay, forget about the competition, Stoney. Yes, it's going to be tough for either one of these guys to do it. But who do you think is going to have a better year is what we're talking about?
Kerryon Johnson.
See, I think it's going to be Galladay because of, and you talk about the competition, how about the competition on the roster, okay? Now, C.J. Anderson's going to get some carries.
Yeah.
Your boy Zach Zenner is still going to get some carries. I don't believe that Matt Patricia is going to workhorse Kerryon Johnson to the point where he could have a 1,500-yard season. I just don't think it's possible. Now you sit there and say, what do you know, big head? He's a defensive guy. It's Darrell Bevell who's running this offense, and he's going to try to run the hell out of the football. And while I think that's true, I have not seen enough yet from Kerryon Johnson to think that he can sustain it for 16 games. And Matthew Stafford, I'm going to end up probably getting a fist fight with Paul Serra by the time opening day rolls around, because I really feel like we're downplaying Matthew Stafford completely as like an able-bodied quarterback. I really think he's going to bounce back and have a good, solid year this year. And I think a big reason why is going to be Kenny Galladay, who I think will turn into his prime target ahead of Marvin Jones. And we'll see what T.J. Hawkinson does in his first year. But
don't sleep on Amendola.
Oh, I'm sleeping on Amendola and Olivia Culpo. But I'm going to say Galladay for that reason. I think I like Kerryon Johnson a lot, but we got to see it consistently. We got to see him stay healthy. And this NFL is all about the running back by committee. There's only a few guys who really are going to get. You mentioned Kamara. Remember last year how great he was, what big numbers he was putting up, and all of a sudden Mark Ingram came back, and all of a sudden those numbers went down dramatically.
You have to look at the offensive coordinator, Bill, and his history. Yeah. His history is Marshawn Lynch and Adrian Peterson. And he's not going to work them like he worked those guys. There's no way with Kerryon, but I think 1,300 yards is possible.
But don't you think, I'd have to go back and look at those rosters, but don't you think C.J. Anderson is a better complementary back than either Marshawn Lynch had in Seattle or Adrian Peterson had in Minnesota?
Without a doubt. Yeah. So that's definitely going to cut into it, too. And I think this is the year you find out, is Kerryon Johnson a legitimate 8 to 10 year player, or is he one of these guys that came out of college with an injury history that gets hurt every year?
Right.
I mean, you want to see him play 14 games plus at least.
The thing is,
Galladay hasn't been completely healthy every season either.
Correct. I think the thing that scares me about both of these guys is kind of, it's like I'm not sure the right way to phrase it. Because they're here and because they're wearing Lions colors, we're pretty high on them. But realistically, when you look over the landscape, there are better running backs and there are better riders. We're like saying, Galladay's going to be a breakout. Well, okay. Yeah. But he's not going to be Mike Thomas.
No,
and Johnson's going to be a breakout. Okay. But he's not going to be Todd Gurley.
No, he's not going to be Christian McCaffrey either.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, if this offense goes the way they want it to go, the ball is going to be spread all over the place. But I would expect Galladay to have a lot of big plays.
Yeah, exactly.
Like 50-plus yard plays. Like if you're in one of those fantasy leagues where you get rewarded for long receptions, get Kenny Galladay.
I'm not sure Stafford can still throw the ball 50 times.
Well, Paul thinks he can. And by the way, what you said about Stafford is so true. He's being way too discounted. I'm still kind of like, it's almost like, I know it's a fantasy ranking, but when we did that topic, he was 27th. That's serious.
Remember a couple of weeks ago we did a topic, who would you buy stock in right now? You know, a low.
Yeah.
I feel like Stafford's stock price is really, really low. Even though his salary is really, really high, his stock price is really, really low. I might take a couple shares of Matthew Stafford stock. Paul, you want to
do that up?
Come on, we can pool our money. Yeah, that's a drop. All right, Alan Trammell is here. He's going to be in studio after Tony Ortiz's sports update. Congratulations to Nate from Taylor. Nate, and I got to admit, this one almost flew by me. Nate heard the clip of Jim Harbaugh getting hit with a wiffle ball. We had just been talking about Dan Leach, and I actually thought it was a Leach drop when I first heard it. But it was Harbaugh getting hit in the hand with the wiffle ball. And Nate heard it. He was the first caller to call in, and he has won himself a pair of tickets to see the Tigers and the Washington Nationals tomorrow, June 29th. It's a celebration of the 84 team. Jack Morris, Alan Trammell, Herb Gibson, Chet Lemon, and many more will be there. And the first 10,000 fans will receive a Sparky Anderson bobblehead. For tickets, go to tigers.com. The great Alan Trammell, the Hall of Famer Alan Trammell, will be here next on 97.1 The Ticket.
WXYT FM and WSYT HD1 Detroit. The radio.com sports station. Sports headlines. All day, every day. This is 97.1 The Ticket.
Two solo home runs by Rangers center fielder Joey Gallo helped propel Texas to a 3-1 win over the Tigers in yesterday's finale of that 3-game series at Comerica Park. That loss is the 7th in a row and 11th in the last 12 games. Second baseman Gordon Beckham and the Tigers
stuck on a little bit, but this is going to happen, and it's frustrating for us. But the only way we get better is to keep showing up and keep putting in the work. I mean, we're better than what we've shown.